Welcome to Learners Academy. This is Mona Bhatia, and today I'm going to cover scope and role of mass media research in mass media research subject of fourth semester, second year BMM. So, as I told you today, media is becoming stronger and stronger in the age of internet. It not only includes TV, news channels, newspaper, radios, journals, magazine. Nowadays, it also includes Facebook, YouTube, emails, WhatsApp, Twitter, Instagram. All right. So, what does that mean? The sphere of media is increasing day by day. This is the bottom line. So, I'm going to tell you more about this in this coming chapter. So as I told you that the sphere of media is increasing day by day, media plays the role of disseminator. It plays many roles in the society, the first being the role of disseminator of information, that it is spreading the information. And it is also a facilitator of development. As the name suggests, it is self-explanatory. It also is an agent of change. So media as disseminator, facilitator of development, it is also an agent of change. And now the media is also called the fourth pillar of democracy. Do you know which are the other three? Yeah, the other three are legislature, executive, and judiciary. And media is the fourth pillar of democracy. Now, it also increases our public awareness. It also collects views, information, and attitude towards certain problem or issues. So that means it also collects data. All right. So, and next scope is it's a very strong tool of communication, the most powerful tool of communication, and media has to be very responsible as it is, you know, it is all around us and it shapes the society. Now let us see point wise what is the role or scope of media. It spreads information. This is the major role of media. Now information given by media can be opinionated, objective, it can be subjective, it can be primary, information, it could be secondary information. So this allows people to know what is happening all around them. All right. So what are the ways to spread this information? It could be through news broadcast, it could be through TV debates, it could be through radios, columns of newspapers, magazines, and also advertisement. Okay. Now, second point is what is the role of media research here? It also educates societies. It educates society at large. How does it do? It does it either directly or indirectly. For example, distance education is a direct approach, and now this is very important from current scenario, as the media, it has really played a vital role in education this year, in the year of pandemic, isn't it? The year 2020 has seen the worst pandemic, and all the schools and colleges were shut. Now just imagine if this thing would have happened around 30-40 years back. The education would have stopped because there was no way of giving education. Now because of all this media, nothing is lost. Actually, all the students are taking the benefit, though it is debatable whether all the students are able to take it positively or no. Some people are able to afford the online education cost, but others are not. So school, colleges, YouTubers, so they all came forward here, and they use media to continue the education of children all over the world. So it does happen all because of the already existing online platform, which we actually adapted very well this year. All right. Now the third role of media will be it is for the entertainment. So we need to do research on this also. How does it happen? Now it is basically to provide entertainment and pleasure. Now this helps in reducing the stress of the society, and also keeping the culture alive, like dance and theaters, etc. It can also be educative at the same time and also help in um, eliminating the social evils of the society along with entertainment. Here, media, it can play a double role, not only entertainment but also educating the society as a whole. Now, there could be sports, films, serials, magazines, comics, radio, music. They all provide entertainment as well as education. So we can, the fusion of these terms like entertainment and education, it can become is called infotainment, or also it can be called edutainment. Education and entertainment together, edutainment or infotainment. So next point is role of media will be, it's of course it is very useful in persuasion. Now media um, also influences the mindset of people, isn't it? People build opinion after watching or reading or seeing something. So it influences votes, it changes the attitude, it changes the behavior for better or for worse, whatever you say. So editorials, articles, debates, interviews, advertisements, commentaries, they all help in the persuasion or influencing the mindset of the people. Hmm? Advertisements are done primarily to persuade, right? Or convince people to buy this their product or their point of view. Sometimes not only the products are the things of sale, sometimes point of view is also sold. So this is it. It helps in persuasion. Next point in the role is the role of media is so we can do research on this also. Now surveillance. The next point is surveillance. That means um, observing the society closely to help monitoring the society for the betterment of the society, to avoid clashes, to reduce the misconducts, to discourage malpractices. Now, surveillance research also help in warning or information about hurricanes, volcanoes, economy, inflation, military attack, disease outbreak, just like here we have it now, corona pandemic, drug abuse, child trafficking, crimes, news, fashion, products, so on and so forth. Like the list is endless. These are called instrumental surveillance. All right. Now, next point that I would like to cover is interpretation. So media not only supply facts and data, but it also helps in the explanation and the interpretation for common laymen to understand what is going on. All right. Now it correlates facts to make it clear, like unlike normal reporting. Interpretation requires more knowledge and also previous knowledge. So research should be done in this field also. There is a lot of scope of research in this field. Now, news analysis, commentary, editorials. So these are all examples of interpretative contents, and interpretative contents are generally prepared by senior journalists because they have got experience, they've got vast knowledge and strong analytical ability. They are able to read the mindset of those people who are there. All right, they should not be biased, but the main point is they should not be biased towards anybody while interpreting or analyzing, because they should not do it for their selfish motives, because India as a whole will not be able to progress if some people just for the for some petty gains, just keep their analysis on one side and interpret according to some other enemies who are there to get such type of interpretation. Next point of very importance is linkage. So media basically it also joins two different elements of society which are not directly connected. For example, it can um, connect advertisers and buyers. So there has to be, uh, media research plays an important role in that. If people suffering from disasters, they get connected to people providing aids. So this is also, with the help of, media. So a lot of research is also done in this field, and they also collect relief amount and give it to the other group providing direct aid. So media basically here acts as a bridge. It's the social responsibility. Next is socialization. So media, it reflects society. It brings people closer to each other. And media makes this person very social, and a person who is a very responsible citizen. It actually shapes our behavior. You believe it or not, but media plays a role in behaving our, modifying our behavior, and it also attitude and also our belief set. What we believe, basically we have gathered it from media only. Either it is, pro or anti. That's all your choice, but your opinions are ultimately based, or they are set on certain beliefs. So it unites them. Media basically unites the society. The next point is role of media research. What does media research require? So basically, research is required to describe the media, right? To analyze the effect of media, to obtain the understanding of audience behavior, so on and so forth. Actually, media research required objective information to evaluate problem through surveys, public opinion, polls, advertising, and public relation campaigns. Now, media research is relevant to all forms of media, whether it is print media or it is internet media. All right. Now, internet studies on online usage, positive or negative effect. As I told you before, remember, 5 wives and a husband. What was that? 5 question which starts with W. That is why, where, when, which, like that. And H is husband, that is how. So whenever we have questions like what, where, when, why, and how, there is a scope of investigation. There is a scope of research to be done. Now you may ask, why mass media research? So the answer is to understand the nature of propaganda. Media is very, very, very powerful, and it has a great effect on people, right? So research is done to study the effect of people, media on people. Okay. Another reason is advertisements. So it is very helpful for the advertisers. They have realized the importance of research data to persuade their customers to buy their products or services. So there is a lot of competition nowadays. So to beat your opponents, you need to do mass media research. This is for the companies and media houses also. This topic covers types of mass media researches. So mass media research has to be very scientific. It has to have an objective, and it has to have unbiased evaluation of data. So here both, qualitative and quantitative data reliability is very, very important. For example, when 2 or more researchers, they are studying the same issue using the same method, they should come up with the same or nearly the same results. So this is called reliability of the data or study. So in this, there are 3 types of mass media research. One is academic research, second is commercial research, and the third is cultural. So in the academic research, we should understand that this is done by the scholars from colleges or universities. So this research is theoretical, or and the topic may involve like effect of media on consumer, effect of different programs on children, uses of media, etc. In list is endless. So these are basically done by scholars from the colleges or universities. These type of research, they fall in the category of academic research. Second is commercial research. As the name suggests, it is done by the private companies, right? So this is basically applied research, because the results, they would help in facilitating the decision making by the companies. Why? Just to improve their, sales basically. So their topic may involve content of media, preferences of consumers and promotional campaigns, sales forecasting, image study, brand value, likewise. Okay. Now, third is cultural research. Now, it is the study of how media affects the culture of a country, of a state or a place, society, how the media is affecting the politics of a state, and economy theories and leadership dominance in the current period. So this will all come in the cultural research, and there has to be research on these type of things when they are happening in the society at large. Now, please note that academic research are public and commercial research are private, and it is the property of the company or the agency which whosoever conducts that research. Now, sometimes commercial or private researches are made public, again to get the benefit, like opinions poll. For example, company X companies has conducted a poll, like which brand is the they like prefer over theirs. So if they found that there is the best one, so they will definitely tell the people, public at large, that see, there was a survey conducted and our company was getting 80% of response. So it is it's basically something to feel proud about, and something that you need to tell the audience that most of the people have opted for them. So when people understand the mindset of other people, that there must be something good in their product, that's why everybody is opting for them. So definitely they attract the attention of those people who are not their regular customers. So this is the reason why commercial research are made public sometimes. So academic research do not have a deadline, but private or commercial researches are conducted with a within a specific time frame, because they otherwise they will lose the reason why they are doing the research. Okay, because they want to compete with their competitors. So commercial researches, but they are very expensive. Okay, but all in all researchers make use of similar method, and they have common goal. First is understanding the problem, and second is making some prediction. Okay, now researches in mass media are done in relation to like in relation to media institution, media messages, and media audiences. What does media messages reflect? It is the research on the structure of message, its presentation, and its effect on the audiences. And media audiences, like research on the consumption and types of audience. All right. So that was all. So when we talk about research, we collect data, which can be either primary data or it could be secondary data. So primary data which we get from the source, secondary data which we get from using internet, because the studies have been conducted by some other group of people, but we are using them for our own benefit. So, and there are two types of data that we will discuss in the coming chapters. They are quantitative data and qualitative data. Now, quantitative, as the name suggests, which is in number, like samples and auditing, and quality may be like graphs, images, histograms, charts, and table. All right. So there is another type of data called voluntary data, when audience themselves give feedback. Like for example, when they come out of the movie theater, they just tell, there are camera people who are doing research, they are just asking, and people would say, yeah, thumbs up, thumbs down, wonderful movie. So they are like willingly helping. This is called voluntary data. All right, because they want to get recognized. All right, so that's all about this chapter. Now when we end this chapter, we have to understand that there are certain questions which are very important to answer, and these are the 5 questions that I have listed here, and please make a note of these question answer. Discuss the relevance and scope of mass media. Second is explain the role of research in media. Third is how research in advertising and public relation include a variety of topics. You will have to explain this. What is research? Bring out the relevance of mass media research. And the last one is discuss the role of WIMR in research. So these are 5 important questions. Please prepare them well. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for watching, and in my next lecture I'm going to cover the second chapter, that is steps involved in the research process. Have a good day. Bye bye.